What's up everyone, Max Tech Toy Box here, just doing an unboxing video of the Fitbit Versa 2. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my initial impressions as well. So I'm pretty sure you guys heard that Google is acquiring Fitbit. The Fitbit Versa 2 was on my radar before, but I decided to pass on it because it didn't include, to be honest, it didn't have the Google Assistant. It had Alexa. I wished that they had the option to have the Google Assistant on the Fitbit Versa 2. That way you could respond to text messages. I don't know how good Alexa is. I know that you can still respond to text messages with Alexa. Of course, you can look up and ask it questions and set reminders and things of that nature. So having a smart assistant on this watch should help improve it. If you guys remember my review for the Fitbit Versa, it was a wonderful fitness tracker, amazing, great battery life. The downfall was notifications. They weren't actionable. So you had some canned responses that you could use, but you couldn't respond with your voice. You're supposed to be able to respond with voices with this. And also the Fitbit Versa was really cheaply made. It didn't have any heft to it. Already, I will say, first impressions for this one, it feels heavier, which is good. Yes, you want something that's not too heavy when you're working out, but you want something that doesn't feel like a cheap toy, and that's what I felt like the original Fitbit Versa was, in my opinion. The Ionic was a step above that, but it also was really light and it wasn't very durable, and that was another reason why I didn't like the Ionic. Looks like my phone is having autofocus issues. Okay, so just first impressions. It feels nice, feels good. I'm going to take off. You guys know we're going to post a review on the Fitbit Prime soon, so I'm just taking this off my wrist so I can put the Fitbit Versa 2 on. I might have to use that larger strap for my wrist actually. First, really quickly, of course, this is the heart rate monitor on the back. This does not allow, unless they change something, the ability to connect to a Bluetooth heart rate monitor. Fitbit believes that they're tracking through the sensors on the back of this device are supposed to be, I wouldn't say superior, but they're supposed to be on par to what you get if you were to use that heart rate monitor. So they don't believe in connecting that. Maybe in one day an update they'll allow that, just to give more feasibility for users and more options. Options are always a good thing. Feels good on the wrist. It does feel, and as you guys see, this does have an OLED panel. I'll power it up in a second and set it up, but I won't talk too much on that until I do the full review. But looks sort of like the Apple Watch, which, that scorable type face. And I do believe that that's what they're channeling. So first impressions, I do think that this feels great. Feels a lot better than the Fitbit Versa did. If it's aluminum, but nice, cool, cold metal on your skin. It's premium. Just feels premium. So the next time you guys see this, we'll go ahead and start with the review. So hold on to yourselves. Pause. Yo, what's up everybody? So I'm back. So I've been using the Fitbit Versa for a little bit of time, and I'm ready to give you guys, so this is the Fitbit Versa 2. Ready to give you guys my final thoughts on this device. So this is the Fitbit Versa 2, right? In terms of, let's just look at it in terms of design. More of a slight upgrade to the Fitbit Versa 1, more rounded corners, upgraded AMOLED display. Blacks are definitely more deeper. It just looks better, especially with this screen on. It's a nice panel. And it feels a lot better. Feels more premium. That was one of my gripes with the original Fitbit Versa. It felt too plasticky. This, you got the aluminum build and it feels nice. There's nice metal on the skin. Anybody who's ever felt or picked up a premium device, that was like the whole iPhone effect initially, because you feel it in your hand and you have that aluminum or metal cool feeling in your hand. It just feels premium, and you get that when you have this on the wrist. So I do think that it looks great. You have your heart rate monitor on the back, of course. Little branding from Fitbit. They did drop the Fitbit logo on the front. You have one button on the side, so you can raise to wake. That does turn it on. You can double tap the screen. Anybody that's ever used the Fitbit. So these are some of the metrics that it shows: steps, heart rate monitoring time, calories burned, date. Of course, you can swipe to the right, so you can start exercises. So the exercises that they have built in here are run, biking, swimming, treadmill, weights, interval timer, and then just like a free workout. And then you can also customize this from the Fitbit app if there's other. I think it's like a total of 12 workouts on here. You can only have about 6 on the screen at once, but you can, like I said, adjust them, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we go back here. This is the back button if you want to go back. Timer, alarm, Spotify, relax. Everybody's sort of doing that relaxing thing, which is cool. No problem with that. I don't have an issue with everybody doing that. Settings, weather, music, Pandora, Strava, Starbucks, Deezer, things like that, and tips. Okay, so we go all the way back to the main screen. When you swipe down, this is going to be your notifications that'll pop up. Nothing new here. Of course, and you can then quickly access music if you want to. And we'll talk about that in a second. Wallet, settings, and then you swipe up, and it's the same sort of thing it'll give you. So these are the steps I took for the day, how many miles I walked, floors I climbed, calories burned. Swipe up, it'll tell me what my resting heart rate is. It does have 24-hour heart rate monitoring, which is nice. Tells you what zone you were in. I didn't work out today, so whatever. Sleep, I think it gives you the sleep score as well. Breaks it down, which is cool. Average sleep, blah, blah, blah. Number of days that you tracked exercises, and then you can go into settings. So cool. So that's essentially, and the Fitbit is super easy to navigate. If you've ever used any smartwatch, it's pretty pick up and play. It's not difficult to do. So let's talk about the pros that I like. So I think that this is a great fitness tracker, has great fitness tracking features. For those 6 basic workouts, I think that you really do hit the tiers of what's most important and what most people use their watches to work out. Most runners are going to use it going on a treadmill, doing weights in the gym, interval training. Those are pretty simple or workouts, or the most common workouts. And I do think it is a great fitness tracker for that. It's fairly lightweight, so you can barely tell that it's on your wrist. And that's what you want when you're in the gym or when you're working out. You just want something that's there that'll track but doesn't get in the way. So that's cool. Relatively quick and consistent heart rate monitoring. I will say that with lifting weights, it takes a little while sometimes for it to pick up. But then once it does pick up, it locks on target and it's consistent with its readings. Also, sleep tracking. I like the fact that this does sleep tracking. It's just built in. It just works. You can set sort of sleep ranges. So I think if I go into settings here, brightness, screen time, always on display. I haven't been using the always on display because the tilt to wake feature is pretty good, and that does help with the battery life. Sleep mode. So dims display and silences notifications, and then you can set a schedule. So here I can customize it so the watch has an idea of when I'm going to go to sleep, so it can sort of kick in or know, okay, well, around this time I can start to go into sleep mode, which is nice. So it can decrease battery consumption, and still overnight you are still getting that 24-hour heart rate monitoring so that it can properly track your sleep, which is cool. Also, the Fitbit app is pretty good. I sort of spoke about that even with my original Fitbit Versa video. Fitbit, kudos to them. I still think that Garmin Connect probably has the most robust fitness application, but Fitbit really does a good job about sort of putting things directly in the user's face, so you know exactly what you are getting or what you're seeing. Very different from Google Fit. Google Fit's trying to do that. The Apple Watch sort of tries to do it, but then it sort of gets hidden behind all this extra information that's present. Fitbit very much just puts it in your face, so you can see all the metrics that are being tracked. You can click it and get a little bit more information, but they put it in a very easily digestible format, if you will. Okay. Also, like I said, that does integrate great with Google Fit. So if you like Google Fit, there's a Fit to Fit application that you can use on the phone that integrates directly with it. So it's pretty nice. Like I said, all-in-one database tracks your steps, workouts, calories, weight, and sleep. Because of course Fitbit, it does have its own little Fitbit ecosystem, but thankfully, because it syncs with so many other applications, which is so great, so everything that I have with MyFitnessPal syncs over to my account. So it really allows you, that's what the great thing about being connected in general, you can connect to so many other devices, so you don't have to be just locked into the Fitbit ecosystem, but if you did, it's not a bad ecosystem to be in. Another thing is great battery life. You can get 5 days easily with this watch. If you're doing about 3 workouts a week, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday workouts, you get 5 workouts easily. If you work out every day, you're probably looking at about 3 to 4 days. Yesterday, so I've been using this device since Sunday. Yesterday, last night, I was about 26%. I went ahead and threw it on the charger, but I could have got through today easily because today I'm at, as you guys can see, 76%. So I could have got through today, and I could have got 5 days easily, like I said. And again, this is with the always display off. Also, another pro, you can listen to music from the watch. But with Pandora, you can only download with a premium account. You also have Deezer, Spotify. With Spotify, you can only like manage the songs on your phone, which is a little stupid. Like, what do I need the application for to do that? That's dumb. That should just be the built-in music player. That's a step back. I don't know. Spotify just wanted to say that they had an application for the phone. Pretty dumb to me, in my opinion. You can also download your own music to the phone, which is what I was doing. Also, you know, it's a nice display. This AMOLED display looks very nice. The ugliest part of the display is when you see the run out or the cutoff from the screen and the edges. But when you don't see that, it just looks nice. It looks like it's all connected. But in like direct sunlight, you can see where the screen ends and where the sort of outer borders begin. But it definitely is an upgrade from the Fitbit Versa. Already spoke about the design. Oh, and again, Alexa is built into this. So when responding to text messages, it's awesome. This is the closest thing. So the one thing I didn't like about the Fitbit is you only had like quick replies. With this, you can respond to messages with your voice. And Alexa's pretty good about responding to things with your voice. It's fairly consistent. The closest thing to the Google Assistant that you'll get, like if you had Wear OS, like with my Mavoid TicWatch Pro or any sort of Wear OS watch, that's one of the best things when you're responding to text messages using Google's voice to text. It's great, just like Siri is great on the Apple Watch. But it is a mixed bag, and we'll sort of get to that now. So might as well just so I can hold this down and talk to Alexa. What time is it? Okay. So a little delay. Let's see if I can get it. What will the weather be like tomorrow? So it's not bad. It's not super slow, but it's not as fast as the Google Assistant or even Siri. And it doesn't give you the messages like out loud, which is a little bit of a bummer. There's no speaker on here. And as you guys see, it says connect to phone. I don't know if you guys saw that, but earlier, so what did I do? I think I went to, let's see if I can do something really quickly. But what I'm getting at basically is that the connection to phone is spotty. I don't know why. And clearly it's connected to the phone because that's the only way you can use the Alexa on the device is if you're connected to the phone. If you're not, you can't. That's whack, unfortunately. So there's an application, it's like an application pass-through that you have to set up. I mean, it's user facing is pretty simple. You just put in your Amazon account information and then it sort of syncs it in the background. But the application on the phone, the Fitbit application, has to stay on. If not, then you will not be able to respond to messages or have any sort of connection or ask Alexa anything. So you have to have your phone on your person. To me, that's a little whack. And sometimes I don't get notifications because the Bluetooth connection or whatever is so spotty. Like right now it says I'm all cut up. My phone during this video went off at least 4 or 5 times and I haven't gotten a single notification to my watch. I don't know why. And it happens a lot throughout the day. Unfortunately, I end up having I thought it was just like a glitch or something that would restart the watch or the phone, and it just continuously happens. So I'm hoping that they can fix that, because that's really probably the biggest pitfall to me with this. I mean, it's a fitness tracker notification center and your notifications are coming through. When they come through, it's great and I can respond to them with my voice, which is awesome, but they don't always come through. So that's sort of something that was happening a lot with Android Wear or Wear OS before. Hasn't been happening more recently. Let's see. Another negative is there's no GPS. Runners are not going to like that, especially for people that want to just be untethered from their device, go out and run. Unfortunately, with the Fitbit Versa, you have to bring your phone on your person. So that's unfortunate, but it sort of is what it is. Also, the Bluetooth with the headphones at first was a little spotty. There was a couple of times where I would have my headphones connected and no music would be playing. It would show on here that music was playing, but it wouldn't be playing through the headphones. I don't know if it was those particular headphones. It was my Samsung Galaxy Buds, but I haven't had any issues with them. I connected the AirPods to this and they worked fine, but just figured I'd throw that out there because it happened a number of times with those particular headphones. Yeah. Also, no ability to connect like a Bluetooth heart rate monitor to this. The heart rate monitor on this is pretty good. It's decent, but we all know that chest strap monitors are going to be better than optically based monitors, especially at the wrist for flexion type exercises as well. It would have been nice if they would have had that implemented, but they don't. And I understand why they want to think that their optical sensor is, you know, the bee's knees, and it's decent. It's good. I'm not saying it's not, but that would have been nice to have that as an added functionality. Also wish there was more options for music. You know, I have a subscription for Apple Music, Google Play Music, YouTube Music. I don't want to have another subscription service for Pandora just so that I don't have to download the music myself to the watch. And downloading the music to the watch isn't difficult, but it's 2019 and nobody wants to do that. I don't want to connect my phone to the computer in order to download music. I don't. And I did it, but it's just not, you know, I guess whatever. First world problems, it is what it is. But that's not something that I want to do. Also, already said that the fact you have to be connected to the phone to use Alexa is pretty whack. And another thing, I don't like the fact that you have to pay monthly subscriptions to access some of your own data, specifically sleep tracking metrics. Yeah, if you want to pay a monthly subscription so you can get these custom audio video workouts and, you know, workouts that are supposed to be tailored to your body, cool, you can pay extra for that because that's like almost like a little personal trainer type stuff. But for me to look at my own metrics that belong to me, my data, I understand that they're doing some work by analyzing it, but that should sort of come with the watch. I'm not with that, and I think that if we allow that to be a thing, then we're gonna have imagine if Google charged you for all the services that they offer, and all of the services that they offer are all based off of the data that they collected from you in the beginning. So I'm not with that. So put my foot down. It's good that it's a monthly subscription that you can opt in or opt out, but I'm definitely not opting in for that. I don't like that. These are my sleep metrics, data based about me. I should be able to have that information to me for free. And don't get it twisted, because you can still access your own sleep data, but there's just extra metrics and other things that they have that they sort of tell you that you can do to improve your sleep. And it's just a more in-depth analysis, but you have to pay for that with the premium monthly subscription. So, take home, would I recommend the Google Fitbit Versa? Wow. The Google Fitbit. I've been doing that in the back of my head because I'm trying to figure out what Google's going to do once they acquire them. That's probably what they're going to call the Google Fitbit. But anyways, should you purchase the Fitbit Versa 2? It is a really good fitness tracker. And all in all, I think that it's a great fitness tracker, and it's pretty easy to recommend because it does all those fitness tracking things great. The notifications, when they work, they're great. Responding with Alexa is great with your voice. It's definitely an upgrade from the Fitbit Versa 1. So it's easy to recommend for Android users because there's not really much that competes with it in that particular sector. The Samsung Galaxy Watch is cool, it's sleek, but Bixby sucks, okay? And I mean, you can respond with your voice, but it's just not as quick. It's not as quick as Alexa on this device. Sometimes it gets a little spotty. The voice to text is not as good. As you guys are on my channel, you watch my videos, I mess with a bunch of these different smartwatches, and I will say that this is one of the best. It's the closest thing to the Google's voice to text and Siri that's available on a smartwatch right now. I mean, it knocks Bixby out. Bixby looks like nothing in comparison. But for Apple Watch users, it's tougher to recommend because you're still with the Apple Watch. I still think that, unfortunately, Apple has the best smartwatch to date. I haven't messed with the Series 5, but the Series 4 was a champ, and it literally did everything. It has the GPS, it has everything that this watch doesn't have. It has the ability to go for a run without having to use your phone because there's GPS. It also has the ability to connect Bluetooth heart rate monitors for more accurate fitness tracking data. Not built in, but there's free applications that track your sleep, and then it syncs up with your Apple Fit data. So it's really tough to tell someone that uses a iPhone to get a Fitbit over the Apple Watch. But then again, this is a lot cheaper. This is like $159. The Apple Watch starts off at like $299 or $399, depending on if you catch it on sale. So for an Apple Watch or a iPhone user that doesn't want to spend more than $200, it's definitely easy to recommend this. But with Black Friday coming up, you're probably going to find sales on the Apple Watch Series 4. So that might go all out the window. If you're an Android user and you want a decent fitness tracker with all of the sort of user data just front facing, it does everything that you want with great battery life, sleep tracking, all of the sort of basic workouts like running. You don't mind keeping your phone if you're going to go on a longer or extended run, because if you have the phone on you, then you can stream music from that anyways. Then I would definitely recommend the Fitbit Versa 2. So this is Max Tech Toy Box signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey guys, so I figured I'd throw this on at the end of the video. I've been using this for a while, and I was saying that this was, almost like the next best thing since sliced bread, and that it was easily recommended for Android users. If you have an iPhone, you get that, but whatever. But since then, I've been having a lot of connectivity issues. Like I touched on it a bit in my review, but it's been really bad. And then doing some research, it's a problem that is happening with a lot of different users. Just randomly sort of disconnects from the phone. I try to force a sync from the phone and it won't happen. Or sometimes it will continuously sync, but then I won't receive notifications, which is weird. And I thought maybe it was my phone doing some aggressive killing of background apps, but I have it set up so that it is not optimized and that it runs continuously. And I have other smart watches, fitness trackers like the Amazfit GTR, the Fossil Hybrid Charge HR, I think is the name of it. Peep the review for that coming soon. But anyways, all of the other watches, when I use them, I get notifications almost instantly, and this is the only one where I get a delay, or it just doesn't come through at all. So unfortunately, because of that, and seeing how I'm not the only person that's having this issue, I don't know if I can really recommend this. It really is a great fitness tracker, but you're looking for something that's also going to give you notifications, and you also want to be able to respond to notifications via your voice. So you're getting sort of a half-baked product. I'm sure that there will be an update launch soon, but like I said, when I did some research behind it, it seems like it's an issue that's been fairly persistent and there's been nothing that has fixed the issue. So just wanted to throw that out there. Unfortunately, because I don't want you guys buying the product and me not giving you guys the full scoop on everything. So it's Max Tech Toy Box. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.